We are getting breaking news right now. Let's very quickly tell you the details which are now coming in from the second round of talks. In fact, it's been nearly 6 hours and 6 hours now since the meeting has been on between the government and the farmers. Now, Agriculture Minister Narendra Tomar and Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal along with farmers are present at this meeting. The farmers, as I was telling you earlier, are adamant on their demand of rolling back the farm laws and want MSP guarantee. Meanwhile, sources have told India Today that the farmers have submitted a 10-page document stating their specific disagreements, point-by-point disagreements on the 3 laws, farm laws, which have been brought in by the government during the pandemic, which the farmers say no discussion was in fact done by the government while bringing these farm laws. The farmers have also threatened that their protest will continue. It will only aggravate and intensify, and the remaining borders around Delhi are also going to be choked if the government doesn't adhere to their demand. Rahul Shrivastava, my colleague, is now joining us with more details. For the last 6 hours, he has been tracking what is happening inside. Rahul, though the talks are continuing, but the fact is that it is happening in an environment of major trust deficit of the farmers as far as the government is concerned. 6 hours, has there been any breakthrough? What are the kind of negotiations which are going on?
Ankit, when today in the morning the leaders from the various farm unions went inside to meet the Agriculture Minister and Piyush Goyal, who also happens to be the Consumer Affairs Minister, the charge he got after Mr. Paswan passed away, the interesting element is that the farmers had actually broad-based their opposition in terms of the 3 laws. Instead of a couple of fixed demands like the farm bill should be rolled over, MSP should be put in the statute, and also on stubble burning and several others, they actually came out with a point-by-point objection, which became a large charter of demands. And in that, it seems that the government could well get an opportunity. Why I say that? As you said, there was virtual trust deficit since morning. So much so that the government started a point-by-point clarification for the farmers. On each point that submitted, government officials were giving a submission. Then came a point when the leaders from the farmer side said that you can continue doing that, but we are not interested because we are interested in the demands which we have made very clearly. But the government requested that no, please listen to us. And then came the point when they refused the hospitality and they brought in their own lunch. An ambulance brought the lunch, in fact, inside the Vigyan Bhavan. And then later in the evening, the tea also, it seems, has come from the same ambulance. But the point, Ankit, is that on the basic issue right now, the discussion is on the MSP is going on. The important element is that the government is not very agreeable to making it part of the statute. But can the government find out via media what that can be? One, the government is offering, what sources are saying, is a written submission. That the government will make a written submission that the government is ready to ensure that the MSP will stay. But if that is not agreeable, Ankit, what the government is looking for, drawing some positives from this meeting. Say, for example, some elements of contract farming. We are hearing from the sources that there could well be some kind of an agreement. So the government will have something to chew on and keep the farmers engaged.
Keep the farmers engaged, but the farmers this time have been digging in their heels for a long-term decisive battle as far as these farm laws are concerned, and it is only growing. Just